Hi guys, this is Will from F.Y.T. The idea of today is to show you that you don't have to go and get the best cuts of meat, you don't have to go and get the most expensive cuts of meat. I here have what's commonly known as an ox heart. Yum, I can see you're already going, ugh. Okay, this baby here, for the amount of meat that is here, was $5 New Zealand. Okay, so get my towel. I'm going to chop this up so you can see how much meat you actually get out of $5. So I'll take what would normally be a good sized steak, nice thick, and all we'll do is we'll just trim off any of these wee little stragglers inside here. So anything that looks like sinew or would be a ligament or a tendon, anything like that. And what we'll actually be left with at the end of this is probably the equivalent of $5 worth of sirloin, rump, anything like that. And this, don't forget, is only a fraction of what I'm actually picking up today for my $5. So the idea is to just come in nice and gently and peel the peel the outer, the fattier layer off. So you can do it nice and gently and slowly. You don't have to be exact. Say for the money that you've just paid for this, you're saving a hell of a lot of money anyway. If you've got dogs, cats, and you've got perfect scraps left over for them for pet food, so it's a very cheap way of you to give your pets some healthy food as well. Okay, so we're just going in, just slicing down. Yes, you get a wee bit of the meat there. As I said, if you've got animals, you can give that to them anyway. Just boil it up first. Now, as I said, this is ox heart. You can do the same as this with your sheep, your lamb, anything really. Oh, chopped a wee bit too much into that one. There you go, so you're just taking off that very outer layer. I will probably use that myself anyway, just for flavouring something like noodles, something like that. I'll just put it in there with them just to give that kick, and then I'll take it out once the noodles are cooked. Yes, I eat noodles as well. Okay, so from what was looking like a very big, fatty, yucky piece of meat, we now have a slab of absolutely beautiful, tender, soft, moist meat. And I'll just do this in half for you. Okay, so there you go. There's your steak. And you're probably looking in the supermarkets when you've got a steak that size. Okay, that thick. So that's the palm. So it's the whole size of the hand. That's probably a good few dollars on its own. Probably $3, $4. Remember, that's only from one part of the heart. So I'll pop that onto a plate. Still have a little bit left of that bit that I was looking at before. This has got the sinew on it, but I'm not too worried about that. This one I'm going to dice, and that one will be going into a stew or a casserole, and will get slowly boiled, and that one will get used up anyway. People are quite often grossed out by the fact that I eat hearts, livers, kidneys, all that kind of stuff. My grandparents in the UK grew up on it. I was then brought up eating that kind of food, and I loved it, so I just don't see what everyone's objection to it is. I like it because it's nice and earthy and tastes real strong. Other people are adverse to that, so it's all about personal choice. But that, to me, on its own, is nearly $5 in any butcher's. I still have all of that left to cut up. Okay, so there's my tip on how to get yourself some cheap meat. Get yourself some very, very cheap protein. I'll go through 2 or 3 of those a week, and that means I can have meat with every single meal for $10 a week. I'm now sort of around that sort of third to halfway through the heart. I've got that much on a plate which is all ready to be used. I've only got that much waste so far, which will be going to keep my next door neighbour's dog very happy. And I still have, you can see how big my hand is in comparison. It's quite a lot of fat in that bit, but I'm not worried about that. There's a mass load of meat in there as well. See how big my hand is? So I still have a good sized portion of meat to cut through there, and hopefully that'll double the size of that plate. Alright, all done. So don't get me wrong, I know 90% of you out there are not going to be converted. I know that maybe there'll be a few who might give it a go, but from that $5 ox heart, I now have the whole of this plate full of meat. Okay, if that doesn't convert a few people, I don't know, but that is $5 of meat. That lot is what's going to the next door neighbour. That'll make him very happy, his dog will be ecstatically happy. And 15 minutes I've converted $5 into 1, 2, 3, that's still 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 steak meals and a very good sized casserole or pie, steak and kidney pie, something like that, from $5. So this is Will from F.Y.T. I would like you guys to video response your thoughts, feelings. Obviously if you're vegetarian this has probably been pretty gross for you, but bear in mind that I respect the fact that you're vegetarian, and please respect the fact that I love my meat. See you later.